Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be going back over an old favorite because I looked and I think I mentioned a couple videos ago, but I just got a new computer. So when deciding what to bring over from my old computer into my new computer, I was going through a bunch of my old RM projects and I tried for the life of me to find the hidden objects. Oh my goodness, the hidden objects mini game that I had made, like, I think it was like maybe the first mini game I ever made on this channel, and I could not find it for the life of me. It is completely missing. So anyways, I decided that I was going to try and remake it. So I went back and I watched the video, and oh my goodness, my mic quality is not the best. But I watched the video and I realized I have grown so much with just knowing how the system works and everything like that. So I'm instead of remaking it, I decided to take the idea and run with it and kind of, make it my own. Well, it was already my own, just make it better. Make it with all the skills and abilities that I've gained since I made that first video. And just kind of, show how much I've grown and learned, and hopefully y'all have grown and learned with me. But anyways, enough rambling, let's dive into the video. Alright, so here we are, and as always, let's dive straight in. Move the mouse out of the way. So here we're in a little hallway, right? Nothing's really interactable except for these glowing spots on the floor. And I don't know if you can hear this, but it's been like nothing's happening, so let's go to the glowy one. Play level 1. Sure, that seems to be my only option. Find all the objects before time runs out. Okay, so fan, bust, cup, a clock, and a shadow box. Yay, I did it! Ooh, and what's that? They've changed. So now the one I just did is green. And the next one opened up. It got all light colored, so let's click it. Play level 2? Sure. Find all the objects before time runs out. Oh, wow, there's some new things in the scene. Let's see. Let's do the ones we know. Ooh, where's a cobweb? I don't know, but let's do ones we do know. Oh, look, there's the cobweb. And then the tablet. Yay, I did it! And then that's as far as I got, because it's just the same thing over and over again. So originally I had mentioned, I don't know if I actually mentioned it, but the original was inspired by June's Journey, which is a game that I go in and out of being obsessed with like every other game I play. But this one I feel like honors that more closely than the original minigame I made it. But anyways, these guys are not important until you beat a level, so I'm not gonna go through them quite yet. But anyways, just start here. Play level 1, yes, transfers you to the room, otherwise no. And then after that, if you click on it, it says level complete. So you can't go back and play your levels again. You could set it up so that you could go back and play, but the way I made this is there's no high score to beat. You either beat the level or you don't, so there's really no point in going back and playing it over unless you add special things that you can like find, like little hidden secrets and stuff. Anyways, we have room 1. This is literally just a bunch of character tiles with the words written on them. Not all of them fit properly, but I wasn't actually trying that hard. Please do better than me. And then we have the switch 1 on, switch 2 on, and so on and so forth for all 5. This is, where's the starting event? Here's the starting event. So it's set to auto run. So as soon as you come onto this page, this runs. It adds the party member arrow, removes Calum, removes Uno, changes player followers off, fades out screen, fades in screen. I add this here because sometimes it glitches out if you have faded out on another map and then try and fade it in. So I always just add this here for extra security. And then find all the objects before time runs out. and it starts the timer and erases this event. The erase event means that, especially if you, sorry, what the heck was that? Especially if you want to make this level replayable, you want this here, because that means every time you re-enter the map, this will run again. So after that starts, you click on each of these. I'll just show you one, like fan. When you click it, play spell, turns object 1 on. It increases variables object by 1. It turns switches object 1 on, and then self switch A, which makes it vanish. And so since switch is 1 turned on, this turns blank. Same with this one, except for it's switch 4, increase 1, so when switch 4 comes on, this goes on, and so on and so forth. Now, if you lose, sorry, that's if you win. If you lose, is the timer is equal to or greater than 1 second, the way I have it set to, it does technically rob you a second, but I just found this is the best way to make sure it doesn't glitch out. It turns this on. The timer stops, tells you lost, and transfers you back to the screen without triggering any of the events. If you win, if by getting object to 5, it stops the timer, plays that, and control source A. You did it, fades out screen, turns done on, turns the player transparent, and transfers the player back, and then goes to self switch B. You would have to do that slightly differently if you were doing it to be repeatable. And then it transfers you back here, and this event, no, sorry, I want this one. Yeah, this event plays, this event plays, sorry, this is done one. So it fades in screen, shows a light player over this one right here. Then it transfers the player to the proper spot, because you transferred them like right here, so you can see that, and then it transfers the player back onto the so sorry about that. Back onto the level they just completed, turns transparent and through off, and fades the screen back in. And then control self switch A. And when you beat the second one, that's this one. But I obviously didn't finish it. This one turns all of these switches off and resets object to 0, and does this every time you come back onto this map, so you can reuse those events over and over in all of them, which makes it easier than having 1,000 different events happening all at the same time. This is if you lose. It adds candle, removes arrow, turns these off, and then fades in screen, and then turns lost off, so this event stops. And so, yeah. Oh, I almost forgot. In room 2, there are 2 more objects that appear, and as you see, they don't appear here until 1, and then cobweb appears, and then switch 1 and 6 turns to blank, so let's click the cobweb. So, nothing happens if you were to click on it now, but as soon as switch 1 turns on, it becomes available to click, and then you click it, and it turns off, adds 1, it turns that to 6. You do need to make sure that you have this one set to 7 items, because, 5, 6, 7, instead of the original 5, so that it doesn't finish the game early. But other than that, everything else works the exact same. You could technically continue this on forever, except for, 6 would move up, and then 8 would appear, and etc., etc. So yeah, that is the basics of the new and redone Hidden Object game. Yeah, I hope you all found it useful, and it was fun for me to see how much I've improved while remaking this. The first time I ever made any minigame, it was really difficult, and just trying to figure out how to make all the new systems work and just make it do things that I normally wouldn't do. And it's just really cool to see, at least for myself, how much I've grown and improved since then. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!